Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. The Washington Post is supposed to be a bastion of journalistic integrity. The Post can point to a long line of great journalists who have written important historical news stories. But occasionally, the Post apparently feels a need to crawl up and pull something out of America's rectum, and such is the experience with its November 6, 2022 edition. 8 Seconds to Pain or Glory by reporter Jose L. Del Real is a fluff piece supporting rodeo animal abuse. Del Real's nonsensical piece is part of a series of articles under the heading of Masculinity in America. That's almost funny, because there's nothing masculine about animal abuse. The Cruelty of Rodeo reveals toxic masculinity from guys who can't handle a real job. The article starts with this garbage. Every bull ride is a contest of life and death. Looking at this purely from a standpoint of accuracy, I've been investigating rodeo since 1993, almost 3 decades. Never once have I ever seen a human killed at any rodeo event, which is a good thing. But I've seen hundreds and hundreds of animals killed. And this includes bulls killed in bull riding events. Any risk taken by rodeo contestants is a choice, while the rodeo animals who are harassed and abused are just trying to escape the arena with their lives. Del Real writes, "Rodeo celebrates raw skills of ranch work." No, it doesn't. Rodeo doesn't track ranch life. Rodeo perverts the elements of real ranch work. Watch the way real ranch work is done versus the way animals are abused for stupid, bored, drunken rodeo audiences. Roping calves on ranches is completely different from timed calf roping events. Breaking horses in the real world is completely different from forcing already broken horses to buck over and over because they're shocked, stabbed, or otherwise abused. We've included some links to videos showing real ranch work in the description section of this video. As for bull riding and a number of other rodeo events such as steer wrestling, calf dressing, wild cow milking, and the wild horse race, these activities don't even have the pretense of being linked to real ranch work. They are entertainment for idiots, nothing more. Regarding the masculinity in America nonsense, it is apparent that Mr. Del Real has no more understanding of real masculinity than he does real journalism. How does the Washington Post rationalize hiring a clown like this? Every time a real journalist, local, national, or international, digs into the rodeo mafia, they find more cruelty, corruption, and cowardice than they have room to write about. In 1997, the television news serial Hard Copy exposed rodeo cruelty in a 2-part expose.
Our phones have been ringing off the hook since last night's expose on rodeo animal abuse. Now we're going after the bad guys armed with the evidence caught on tape.
In 2001, the French television network Arte did an award-winning piece about rodeo.
One rodeo myth is that the Mustangs buck because they're so wild, and they don't buck because of the rider's spurs, because the spurs are blunt and don't cause any bloody wounds. Our observation is different. The spurs obviously hurt, and when the rider lays off with his spurs, the horse calms down.
In 2003, the Orange County Weekly did a story about rodeo cruelty and corruption titled Electric Horseman. Those were just the big stories. Many more have been reported at the local level. But the money involved in rodeo persuades most media outlets to just ignore rodeo animal abuse, so they don't piss off rodeo sponsors and major advertisers such as Coca-Cola and Dodge trucks. The biggest exposés about rodeo animal abuse and corruption have yet to be written. There's so much of it, it will take a series, and it will take a real journalist, which means it won't be written by Jose Del Real, who doesn't write a single sentence about rodeo animal abuse the injuries, the deaths, and the lies. Writing fluff about rodeo and completely ignoring the overwhelming cruelty, cowardice, and corruption is like writing a glowing story about the rush of smoking crack cocaine or shooting heroin without mentioning that they're poisons that will ultimately kill you. With such overwhelming evidence of rodeo animal abuse, it is absolutely shameful for a news outfit such as the Washington Post to stoop to providing these cruel, cowardly fake cowboys with a veneer of credibility. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. Consider sharing our videos so other people can help save lives. If you'd like to support Shark directly, you can follow the donation link in the description section of this video. If you'd like to gain access to exclusive content, consider sponsoring us on Patreon.